Votez Corée! Votez pour Louis! Votez pour Noah!
Guy Code with Rena Oswald.
Now, welcome to another episode of the Guy Code. Now, on this episode, we're going to be talking about single moms and what to know before dating them. Okay? I'm just going to do a general overview of single mothers, what to expect when dating them, what are the benefits of dating them. And it came as a request from a listener who probably is just is attracted to a lady, but she's a single mom. And he just asked me, what should I know about single mothers before, getting to dating them? And should I even date them to begin with? Since most guys are actually really are not in no way interested in dating them. But since here at Guy Code we're deciding to do things a little differently, I'll give you some benefits of dating single moms, and they will definitely worth for us to go over. Now, in Kenya, especially in Africa, right now, there are so many single moms, okay? And this could be one because of early pregnancies, maybe teenage pregnancies, there could be, but most of them are actually just generally women who are in their adult years, maybe early adults. I'll say maybe early 20s. Many women in the early 20s actually get having children. Some because they do not know about Planned Parenthood when they started becoming sexually active, or some who actually maybe decided to get married early, and for some reason, one reason or another, it did not work out. So in Kenya, especially in Nairobi, most people would attest that there are very many single moms these days, very many single moms, and it's very easy to find one. And some of them are quite decent looking, and you could be attracted to them. But there are a few things that you should know about going for single moms and dating single moms that are quite different if you're used to seducing and dating women who do not have children. Okay? So a couple things I just want to go over with you guys is, number one, you need planning, okay? For most of these younger girls, all you need to do to probably meet up with them and have a nice time, go out, you just send her a text of what you're doing, and probably she's not doing much. She'll respond by not doing much. Hey, what's up? You're like, okay, we can hang out here and here, okay? And that's all you need to make a plan with them, and you go out and you have fun and do your thing. We just started off as a text, okay? But for single moms, because of their responsibility and they have children, they will need planning. You will need planning to spend time with her, because most single moms, especially in the adult, who are adults, of course, they have two full-time occupations. One, she has a full-time job, and secondly, she's a full-time parent. She's a full-time mother. So she does not have much time between those two very demanding occupations, to have time to herself. So the little time she has left, she really has to allocate it to something that she believes and she feels is worth her while. So guys, if you want to really go after and date a single mom, know that it will require a lot of planning ahead. You will need to plan ahead. If you're used to just dropping what you're doing text, this will not work, because she has a full-time job, she's a full-time parent. She will need some time to even find another caregiver who will look after her child as she's out, having a fun time with you. So that's the number one thing. You need planning. And second thing I want to go over is that someone actually I've talked about this with someone else, is that many men are actually insecure about the baby daddy coming back. Okay, what about the dad? Okay, even in Kenya is like, okay, what about baba mtoto, which translates to what about the baby daddy? Okay, and it's a very valid concern many men have whether baby daddy will come back. So to be honest with you guys, here's the thing: if you really want what is best for the child and the woman, then you will have to consider just settling and accepting the fact that the baby daddy must be involved in the child's life. Okay, so there's some women who will actually decide to cut off all past people to keep you happy if they're really high interest like that. But in the case that since we're dealing with a child here, and for you would want both of your parents in your life, I think if you really want what's best for the child and the parent, then you will want the baby daddy to be involved, so that also it's not just is not overwhelming for the woman, and the child gets to know who her father is. So that's what I think about the topic. I think it's quite fair, because at this point, when you're dealing with a woman with a child, you can't just think about your own interests, which are valid, but when there's a child involved, you have to really consider them and their upbringing, because this relationship can end and you will always get another woman to date, but this child only has one biological dad and it will only be one. So you just have to accept the fact that the baby daddy will have to be in the child's life. Okay, another thing I want to tell you guys is be sure you will not be her number one priority. Okay, this woman will not drop anything or like drop everything for you. Okay, she will not make her plans. My goodness, she will not have her plans revolve around you. Okay, so the hierarchy of her priorities definitely will be her child, herself, and if she's very interested in you, then you will become, at most, you come up third. Okay, this is just a fact, because she has had that child before you. These are only offspring, like maybe one of her offsprings that came out of her. It will definitely be her first priority. Okay, so this is something you should just get to know of. So in case that something comes up and she will have to choose between her child or you, and she chooses her child, don't think, oh, maybe she has low interest, maybe you should just pull back. No. This is just how she is used to dealing with things. Her child will always come first. So if her child comes first, she chooses her child over you. It's not low interest, it's just how she has her priorities, and I think it's fair that way if you see it from her point of view. Now I want to give you a few benefits of dating a single mom, because especially in this society I'm in Kenya and Nairobi, single moms and single parents generally are very frowned upon, and they have a bad reputation in society and in everywhere. Most people see them as probably irresponsible and probably reckless. There's some actually, and there's a lot of stigma actually, especially from people who are very religious. The religious community have a lot of stigma against single parents and how they got to the situation they're in. And right now I just want to see it from another point of view and give you a few benefits of dating a single mom. Okay, number one, she's probably a great cook, because of course she has to know how to feed her child. So she will not be any stranger to the kitchen. She'll definitely know a few things about, making a good meal, making a quick meal in case for a child. And you will actually benefit from these skills because she will actually have quite a good experience in the kitchen. So expect really good food from her, because of course she wants to give the best for a child, and you could actually get the best as well. Number 2, she's probably very good in working within a budget. Okay, she knows how to be smart with her money, especially since she's a parent. She has responsibilities. She knows not to oversplurge on certain things and how to get good deals, because she also needs to cover and cater for the needs of her child and herself. Okay, so she definitely knows how to stretch her money, stretch a dollar and stretch a shilling or whatever. So you will definitely not need to have a sit down with her and say, you need to stop spending money on all these petty things like your hair, your shoes, and too many shoes or too many clothes or something like that. She will definitely already know how to budget well and be smart with her money. So as far as resources and financial responsibility, she will definitely be very good, because she also wants her child to have their needs met, and she will definitely know how to manage your resources when you two are together. Number 3, she is least likely to be a party animal, going as in the one who is always going out every night, because of her schedule. Like I said before, she has 2 major occupations. She has a full-time job, of course. I don't think any high-value man who want a woman who is unemployed and is always a leech, just trying to be so dependent on you. So she will have a full-time job, and she's a full-time parent. So she will not have much time to be going in and out of clubs and finding random guys to bring back home, because at home that's her child, and she will not let her child be exposed to just every strange man whatsoever. So you can be sure that she is more responsible with her recreation and with her enjoyment, and she is not the kind to be in and out of clubs just like that. So you can expect someone who is more responsible. She will go out once in a while, but not overdo it and be just jumping here and there. Okay. Number 4 is that she will not judge you in case you have a child, because there are many women who don't have children who will not want to deal with a man who has children, because they also believe that you have a lot of baby mama drama and she doesn't want to deal with that. So she might look down on you because you have a child. But if you meet a lady who she also has a child, she will understand where you're coming from, and you can actually have a lot in common to discuss and just go over, and find someone who will actually connect with and actually relate to the experience, which will definitely make any relationship blossom very well. Number 5 is that you get a upfront preview of what kind of mother she will be to your own kids, the kids that you will sire with her in case you want to sire kids with her. So you will get to know a preview of the kind of mother she will be to your own children in case you don't have your own, because how she treats her own children will definitely be how she will treat your own children when you get together, get married, and all that. So you can see what kind of mother is she. Is she like more of the disciplinarian? Is she more of the kind person? How does she handle her children? How does she take care of them? How does she love them? Her love languages. So you'll actually see upfront preview of how she will be a mother and take care of your own children, the ones that you will sire with her. And of course, this will actually be a big advantage compared to the rest of women who actually don't have children, and you think she's a great person, but when she becomes a mom, she might change. Not all of them do, but some of them do. But with a single mom, you'll actually see it up front. It's like, this is how I treat my own kids. So in case we have kids of our own, this I will definitely treat them the same way as I've treated the one I had before you came. Number 6 is that she probably has her own serious career and ventures to provide for her offspring. So this just goes back to the point I just mentioned a little bit earlier, is that you don't, as a high value man, you don't want to deal with a woman who is just always a parasite and just leeching over everything, all your resources, just draining you dry. You want someone who can stand up by themselves, be a little bit independent, of course, be feminine but independent. And definitely these single moms will definitely be independent. Yes, she might have some help from her parents and her friends, but for the most part, she's the one who had this child, so the main responsibility falls on her, and she will definitely have come up with a way to sustain this child to the point that this child is right now. If she wasn't able to sustain them, probably she would have left him with the kids or given up for adoption. But since she's still living with her own child, she definitely found means to take care of her own kid. So you will definitely, number 6 is that you will definitely find a woman who is most likely already independent and has her own thing going on. Number 7 is that she is most likely to stick it through with you in life's hardships. Okay, she's more likely to be a rider for you, especially because life happens and you go through tough situations, right? And the single mom will definitely understand these tough situations and stick it through with you, because not only is she invested, but also her child is too. And she doesn't have the luxury of just hopping on the next easier means to get to where she wants, as women who don't have children. But because the child is involved and she doesn't want the child to be introduced to these different men all the time, because it will definitely give the child a bad upbringing experience. So she will definitely stick it through with you in case you also are invested and trying to make the situation better. She will fight with you, definitely, because not only is she invested, but the child is too. In case you are, of course, if you're a high value man, when life happens, you definitely want to push through. You're definitely fighting to the end, and she will most likely be fighting with you to to get to a better place in life, of course. And these are just a couple of benefits of dating a single mom. I hope I've covered a couple of things that will help you guys. And for guys who actually don't want to do anything with single moms, I understand completely. Would I myself? I don't think so, but these are a couple of few benefits that come with dating a single mom. I think they definitely need a good partner, just like anyone else in their life. If it's not your preference, I totally understand. If you want to start from scratch with a woman, I totally understand. But just a couple of things you should know. And for my friend who actually was pursuing a single mom, here are the things that will help you. So this has been this episode of The Guy Code. Till next time, we shall talk soon, guys.